and the video right now you're watching, maybe you might not watch such kind of video in the internet before. This is a case study about electric vehicle, and it is happened between a customer and a manufacturer and also a dealer. A customer bought an electric scooter from a manufacturer, and the manufacturers and dealers failed to provide service, and also they have failed to offer the range what they have promised. So what happened then? Did the customer get the justice or not? Let's find it out in this video. So welcome back to Electric Vehicles channel, my dear friends. I am Krishna Chaitanya Mandela. So firstly, we thought of making regular electric vehicle news videos. For that, we need your support. So we will share our WhatsApp number and also our Telegram group link. And any interested viewer can join our group. And please share your local news, especially if you find any showroom opening in your locality about electric vehicles, you can share that in our group, and we will spread that across through our channels. That way, we can create awareness about electric vehicles all over India. And any electric vehicle enthusiast, please to join our Telegram group and WhatsApp. And coming to our main story here, this particular case has happened in 2010. So the case was filed in 2010 by few of the customers. And what is that? Firstly, the company name is Ultra Motors India Private Limited, and the reason why the customer have filed this case, I will read it out some of the important points. In this case, the main respondents are Respondent 4 and Respondent 1. Here, the Respondent 4 is the dealer and the Respondent 1 is the manufacturer. So, the customer is the complainant here. So, what he filed the complaint, he purchased an electric scooter and they promised certain range. So this is a X range they have offered. But after 4 to 5 months of usage on this electric scooter, and they are able to get only 7 to 8 kilometers of range, even though it is fully charged. And the shock abs of the vehicle got damaged, due to which there was no protection from the potholes on the road. And it is alleged that all the defects were informed by the complainant to the respondents. I mean, the customer already informed to the manufacturer and the dealer. But the respondent did not pay any heed. Thus, complainant approached before the forum, I mean the law. And what the manufacturer replied, they are not liable for that because the battery warranty is already void. The warranty is only 6 months and the customer already used the 6 months of battery warranty. And the manufacturer said the dealer is responsible for that and he need to give the service for the customer. And what the dealer responded, sir, I am already giving service to the customer whenever he is facing any problem. But in 2009, I returned the dealership. So the company has to take the responsibility. Now, after taking all these considerations and hearings from the respondent and the complainant, and here is the judgment given by the court. And the 3 points here. First thing, the customer bought this vehicle in 2008 and they filed a complaint in 2010 and the judgment came in 2011. So the court said the manufacturer has to pay 32,750 rupees, which is a vehicle cost, I mean the scooter cost. In addition to that, they need to pay 9% of interest to the customer, and also the manufacturer has to pay 5,000 rupees towards mental agony and cost faced by the customer. So which means the manufacturer paid 32,750 rupees plus 9% of interest, which is 5,895 rupees for 2 years. It is equal to 38,645 rupees. In addition to that, 5,000 rupees for mental agony and cost. So overall 43,645 rupees, close to 44,000 rupees the manufacturer paid to the customer because they are unable to provide the service and also the range. So 19 customer owners from the same electric scooters filed the case, and for all the 19 customers the judgment is same and all the customers got a 44,000 rupees grant. So the company gave compensation close to 8,40,000 rupees because they are unable to meet with the promise what they made. So after looking at this particular case study, even though it is happened 12 years back, we can relate this incident to the current electric vehicle market, because in the current existing electric two-wheelers or three-wheelers or even in the four-wheeler sector also, most of the companies claiming the range in ARA are ICAT ranges, and that is okay. But when a customer visit the showroom, even in the brochure also they have mentioned like this is the range, for example 100 kilometers of range, but they are not mentioning that this 100 kilometer range you will get only in the particular eco mode or this particular top speed, because we cannot expect not everyone to be educated about this eco modes and the particular speed, right? So it should be the responsibility from the respective dealer or the companies to provide the clear cut information about the range, because these electric vehicles is a new technology and not everyone is aware of these things. And moreover, some companies are selling some cheap quality batteries and which is affecting the range of the battery within 1 or 2 years, and that also affecting the emotions of the customers. So the law is on the customer side if there is any fake promises offered by the companies. So that's one of the case studies happened. So what's your opinion on this case? Please mention in the comment section below, and for genuine information please do follow our Facebook page and website, and don't forget to join in our Telegram and WhatsApp group. Go green, go electric.